Yo, what's going on everybody? Now there's something I have to get off my chest, alright? And it's really been fucking with me ever since I read the recent chapter spoilers of My Hero Academia, chapter 321. And it's not just chapter 321, but also chapters 319 and 320. And one of my big issues with those chapters is the introduction of Class 1A. Now if you don't know anything about me or this channel, I can't fucking stand Class 1A. I think they're some of the cringiest motherfuckers in Shonen Jump history. Like every time these motherfuckers are on the screen, like bro, I just can't help myself. I just start cringing all over the fucking place. And what bothers me about the introduction of Class 1A is the fact that I kind of feel bamboozled, bro. Because when we were first introduced to the idea of Deku versus Class 1A, it was like, oh shit, this is fucking hype. I get to finally see Deku kick the shit out of this corny ass classroom. And instead of Horikoshi having to where Deku beat this whole class in one chapter, which is something he's fully capable of, especially after unlocking all of his quirks, he instead does this thing where, like in the last 3 fucking chapters, Class 1A does this thing where every time a student grabs Deku, it becomes a, hey Deku, you remember when? And it's like, bro, I don't fucking care about this. I thought Deku was feeling like beat the shit out of this whole class. Like, I thought Horikoshi was gonna take this opportunity to show us just how much Deku changed as a person to the point where he beats the shit out of his friends. Like, I really thought this was gonna be a Mirio versus Class 1A situation where Deku just comes in and just schools all of these motherfuckers. But bro, like, that shit is like not even remotely close to that, bruh. Like, this is like some fucking, this is like if High School Musical had a fucking Sasuke retrieval arc for Zac Efron. You know how Zac Efron just leaves High School Musical to go do another movie? No, like it's like the whole High School Musical cast is like, hey Zac Efron, you remember you was the basketball player, come be cringy with us. It's like, bro. And that's what pisses me off about this Class 1A situation, right? Because before these motherfuckers even came, you can argue that this is one of the best arcs in all of My Hero Academia. It's like, oh shit, they deadass took a dark turn. Like, this is some mature shit. But nah, Class 1A like they just like, fuck it, we can't help ourselves. We have to ruin the story. Like, we know y'all want the My Hero and not the academia part of it, but we can't fucking help ourselves because we too fucking corny. Like, bruh, is it not a coincidence that every arc that is considered the worst arc in My Hero Academia has everything to do with Class 1A and even Class 1B? Like, with the exceptions of season 1 and 2. And the only reason I'm gonna let season 1 and 2 pass is because those are the arcs where they kind of introduce us to the characters. And that's pretty much what every story needs to do in order for us to get invested in their story, is to introduce the characters. But bro, ever since season 1 and 2, it's like every time I see Class 1A and Class 1B, like bro, I just started balling on my fists. It's like, bro, not this shit again. Like, Horikoshi is really spending 3 chapters on this shit. Like, bro, what the fuck is going on with All Might? Did Stan kidnap him? Did he kill him? Like, there's other things I want to know. Like, I don't care about this shit. I don't care if Mineta thinks One for All is cool or not. Like, I just don't fucking care. You're Mineta. Todoroki, you can get the fuck on somewhere. You the same person that tried to blame your dad for your mom throwing boiling water in your face. Like, get your family shit together. Like, go find Dabi, nigga. Like, just fucking move. Bakugo, you used to be my guy. Like, you used to be guy, but you changed, my dude. Like, you the pure definition of the unfiltered person that everyone loved, but the minute he got a little famous, he started becoming PC and shit. Like, bro, he deadass became a Deku fanboy. Like, what was the first thing he did when he got out that hospital bed after they fought All for One Shigaraki? He ran the Deku room. He like, where the fuck is that nerd? Like, nigga, you's a fanboy now. I don't respect you no more. Ida, no one likes you. Like, you're way too strict, bro. Like, you're the leader of the fucking cornballs. Like, you're the leader of the revenge of the nerds. Like go somewhere with your fucking horsepower kneecap having ass. Like, fucking move. Like, or Raka, unless you're confessing to Deku, shut the fuck up, cause no one cares, alright? Like, you go somewhere. Like, bro, I just don't care about Class 1A, alright? I rocked with Kirishima, he's still my dude. Him and Tokiyami, they're the only people that I like in that classroom. But if them getting their ass whooped by Deku means that I'll never get to see Class 1A ever again, then I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to catch them hands. Like, bruh, I'm just really sick of these motherfuckers, bro. Like, I really am. And what's up with Endeavor and Hawks and Best Genius? What's up with everybody just giving these young ass kids information about fucking pro hero shit? Like, have y'all ever heard of grown man business? Like, this ain't none of their fucking business. They're fucking teenagers. And what's up with the second user of One For All saying, oh, Deku's gonna need some help. He gonna need some people by his side if he wanna be all for one. It's like, bruh, are you kind of hinting at the fact that Class 1A is gonna be in future chapters of this arc? Shit, let alone be all for one? Like, bruh, if that's the case, I'm dropping this shit. Like, we don't need Class 1A helping Deku, bruh. Like, no, he's doing perfectly fine. Before they came, the story was fucking fire, bruh. What happened to the American heroes that was supposed to come help from overseas? Like, bruh, like, what happened to the point where you motherfuckers had to reintroduce Class 1A? Like, no, bro, like, let's not do this for real. Like, let's really not do this. If you're gonna introduce another school, shit, at least let it be some other school, not Class 1A. Like, Class 1A fucking sucks. And there was something Todoroki said that really blew my fucking mind. He said, hey, Deku, how you know that All For One didn't plan all this so that way we can come over here so that way he can fuck up UA High School? Like, Todoroki, you dumb fuck. If you really felt like that, then why the fuck did y'all leave UA High School? Like y'all dead ass pretty much chose Deku over everyone that was in that fucking school building. Like, what the fuck? Look, bottom line is, I hate Class 1A. I really do. The fact that they have to be reintroduced into this arc is really sad. Like, it is really, really sad. And it's really, like, not even making me look forward to the future chapters. And the worst part about that part of me looking forward to the future chapters is the fact that we possibly have 2 more chapters of this shit. 2 more chapters of motherfuckers from Class 1A grabbing Deku and saying, hey, do you remember? Like, my guy, half the time I watch My Hero Academia, or most of the time I watch My Hero Academia, I never seen Deku interact with half you motherfuckers. How the fuck do y'all have memories with this dude if we never seen it? How the fuck are we supposed to sympathize with you guys' memories if we never fucking seen you guys together? And I know there's gonna be people saying, oh, bro, you're just overreacting. Like, Class 1A goes hard. Like, they're one of the best people in the series. Look, bro, like I said, we didn't need Class 1A for this arc. Like, if you would have brought Bakugo, okay, because at least that would have kind of made some sense since he knows about One For All. But the whole fucking classroom coming, it's like, bruh, like, and bruh, hopefully, like I said, I know this has nothing to do with this, but they really need to kill that little girl, Eri. As long as Eri is alive, these motherfuckers, like, the heroes should have nothing to worry about. Literally, that little girl can literally just fuck everything up. Like, seriously, if I was All For One, because I know All For One doesn't really have any goal in this fucking series, like, he pretty much was inspired to be a villain from a fucking comic book villain. Like, his sole purpose of being the villain is just to be evil because he always wants to see the bad guy wins. He's tired of seeing them lose, all right? If I was All For One, the first thing on my list, or the first thing on my mind, would be to kill that little girl Eri, because as long as she's alive, she can fuck him up. Like, is it possible that Eri is the strongest person in all of My Hero Academia? Like, I might be wrong and I might be reaching. Like, I'm fully acceptable to being wrong at this point, but I think she might dead ass be the most powerful character in this show. Like, no bullshit, bro. Like I said, man, Class 1A, they have no business being here. Have no business. And also, this is something that's unrelated to this as well, but here's just another example of how Class 1A just ruins shit, right? So you guys know season 5 of My Hero Academia, right? When we pretty much came from that boring ass training arc, and we were supposed to go right into My Villain Academia, you know, one of the best arcs in all of My Hero Academia. But since Horikoshi got this weak ass movie coming out with people from Class 1A, he said, fuck it, let's make it to where that arc doesn't come until after the whole thing with Endeavor, because we need the movie to fit in with, you know, Deku, Todoroki, and Bakugo going to the agency of Endeavor. We want that to fit. So in order for us to sell this bullshit movie no one is ever gonna watch, or in most cases if you do watch it, it's most likely gonna be ass. Let's fit all this in and let's just fuck up the whole My Villain Academia arc. On top of that, let's spoil it. Yeah, because that's like spoiling the end of one of the best arcs in your series is always the best idea to go about things. Like, it's always the best way. Like I said, man, I better not see Class 1A after this fight. Like, for real, bruh. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I can't really think of another group that is as worse as fucking Class 1A, bruh. Like, Class 1A is so fucking bad. Like, Look, as much as I hate Black Clover, I like the Black Bulls way more than Class 1A and Class 1B. I'm just gonna throw that shit out there. And like, I know Black Clover has some weird ass characters, like the motherfucker that has nosebleeds over his sister. Like, Black Clover got some real fucked up characters in that group. But I'd rather watch Noel, Asta, Yami. Shit, Yami alone, I'd rather watch him than anyone in Class 1A and Class 1B. Like, look, bro, I'm finna get the fuck off this video because when I'm praising Black Clover, you know there's something wrong, alright? But that's pretty much all I have to say, man. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. I very much appreciate it. It's your boy Trigger Senpai, and I'm out, man. Peace.